Hello. Okay. So, I've been very much looking forward to this game. I picked it up on sale recently. I very rarely see this game go on sale, so I'm glad that it went on sale right around the time that I've really been wanting to play it. Um, I maybe should have done the political tag for the stream. I think we'll be okay. Um, we're gonna try it without that. Um, because this game is very philosophical, it is very psychological, and it is often very political. Um, I don't know much about the game beyond the fact that those elements are present in the game. I know it is a detective kind of mystery style of gameplay. I know that you can either play this very pessimistically or very optimistically, where you can kind of act as a beacon to others in the community throughout the game, or you can sow chaos. Um, beyond those things, and just a few minor clips I've seen, I don't know much, um, which I think is for the best. I didn't even know this game has a Twitch component, which I did not set up before stream. I just saw that like few minutes before hitting to go live. Don't have time to set that up. But there is an interesting Twitch component that we may have for the next part of the stream. So, yeah, and I'll probably have to do this kind of explanatory situation for the game a couple times throughout the stream, just because we'll probably have people come in who have questions about the stream. So, yeah. Audio levels look good. Model looks good. Gameplay looks smooth. I think we can get started. Before we do, I just want to note I love these brush strokes here. This is absolutely gorgeous. All right, let's get going. Ooh, archetype. Okay. Thinker, extremely intelligent, very bad with people, knows interesting facts, comes up with original ideas. Sensitive, very psychological, a magnetic personality, but unstable, might begin to lose his mind. Physical, extremely physical, interacts with the world through his body, gets things done, but dumb as a rock. I just want to take a peek at what creating your own archetype looks like. Hang on, let me lower my OBS. Also, I want to stop saying and so often. I need... Oh, there it is again. I need to work on that. It's something I want to eliminate from my vocabulary. Alright, intelligence. Raw brain power, but how smart. Raw brain power, how smart you are. Psyche, sensitivity, how emotionally intelligent you are. Physique, your musculature, how strong you are. Motorics, your senses, how agile you are. So the sensitive, you get 4 in physical. You have rather low intelligence here. I see. So I want to pump these two up a bunch. I don't need to be necessarily great at both. I can also be a little bit less intelligent. I could be weak in body and agility, average in intelligence, but very sensitive Emotionally intelligent. Okay, yeah, I think this is how I want to play. Signature skills. Oh, okay. Also, I've seen this picture all over the place. I don't know what this is, but it looks like a crown. I draw stuff in private that looks like this a lot, so it really draws me in. Hold yourself together. Keep your morale up. Volition. Cool for sane people, well-adjusted cops, the non-suicidal. Volition urges you to be a good guy, to others and to yourself. It enables you to resist temptation, be it in battle, between a pair of legs, or at the end of an iron barrel which promises oblivion. Volition, or what is it? Volition? It is volition, right? I believe it is volition. Volition gives you the will to finish the investigation, improving your morale, one of the 2 health pools in the game. At high levels, volition makes you hyper sane. When you're about to get funky, it keeps you normal. It's a bit of a party pooper at low levels. However, you'll have a little morale. Without it, you'll be profoundly unstable cop, falling apart at the seams as you make irreversible mistakes. I see. Okay, and so these signature skills are a part of these stat lines. I see. Inland Empire. Hunches and guts feelings. Dreams in waking life. Cool for dreamers, paranatural investigators, mental creators. Inland Empire is the unfiltered wellspring of imagination, emotion, and foreboding. It enables you to grope your way through invisible dimensions of reality, gaining insight into that which sight can't see. What's really going? Sorry, I keep pausing here. I'm getting caught up in the way that some of this is written, and also like trying to understand it while reading. What do these enigmatic riddles mean for the world fate? At high levels, Inland Empire animates the inanimate. You'll have conversations with your clothing, conversations that may change the course of the investigation. If you're not thrown into the loony bin first, with low Inland Empire, however, you'll be void of imagination and character, and then how will you shape the cosmos? Wow. Understand others. Work your mirror. Empathy. Cool for judges of character, interviewers, interrogators. Empathy breaks into the souls of others and forces you to feel what's inside. It enables you to notice social cues others may miss, perhaps a hidden sadness you could coax out a little more, a strange joy from someone who should be bereaved, or a hidden resentment that could return to harm you later. At high levels, empathy really puts you in other people's shoes. You'll cry for their sorrows, punch walls to relieve their anger, and be even more unstable cop. With low empathy, however, you'll be an ungainably beast unable to talk to anyone without upsetting them. Authority. Intimidate the public. Assert yourself. Cool for leaders, experts, or psychological warfare. Respect junkies. Authority urges you to assert and reassert your dominance over those around you. It enables you to understand the power of dynamics of groups of thugs, how far you can push a perpetrator, and how to establish control of situations. At high levels, authority demands respect. Even a perceived slight could send you into a knee-breaking mode. With low authority, however, you're forever in awkward situations, like when you suffer psychological breakdowns after you yell at teenagers and they laugh at you. Connect to, or Esprit de Corps, connect to Station 41, understand cop culture. Okay. Charm men and women. Play the puppet master. Suggestion. Okay. Cool for diplomats, charmers, and sociopaths. Suggestion urges a soft power approach. If people think they want what you want, you've already won. This skill enables you to implant ideas into the minds of others. You can make citizens like you more. You can make gangsters turn on each other too. Many crime rings have been broken by just a little doubt, after all. At high levels, suggestion makes you affable to everyone and more resistant to their charms, in turn, but all the more schmoozing and oozing charm will make you slimy, and you'll know it, even if no one else does. With low levels of suggestion, though, you'll have difficulty getting any kind of rapport with others. You'll be alone, both during the day and at night. I see. Introduce the world. Call upon your knowledge. The art of persuasion. Play the actor. Lie and detect lies. Understand creativity. See art in the world. Reconstruct crime scenes. Make laws of physics work for the law. Take blows. Don't let the world kill you. Shrug off the pain. They'll have to hurt you more. Flex powerful muscles. Enjoy healthy organs. Go to the party planet. Love and be loved by drugs. What? Oh, wow. Interesting. Shivers. Raise the hair on your neck. Tune into the city. Let the body take control. Threaten people. All right. I think it's between empathy, suggestion, and volition for me. I think I want to go with volition, mostly because I'm really drawn to the picture. Yeah, I think I shall. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown.
There is nothing. Only warm, primordial blackness. You're conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
Ancient reptilian brain. Ooh.
Ever. Never, ever.
Simply keep on non-existing? Or question it? Never ever?
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Simply keep on non-existing.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
No ex-wives? What was that about the ex something?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
Ooh. The limbic system. No, I wanted to know about the X something.
Ex-love, ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
No, I want to get off now. I like pain and burning light and wanting things from people who don't want to give them to me.
Do you really?
I do. Let me off.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
I see. So this is Inland Empire taking effect. And that's a skill from our empathy. Or our psyche, rather. Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's... Okay. Tell me, what's waiting for me?
There's this giant ball there. An evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. You're one of them. It's basically all just evil apes juking it out on a giant ball.
How small are the apes?
Infinitesimally small.
How big is the ball?
You can't even make out it's a ball when you're joking it out. It's that large.
And this duking it out I keep hearing about. What's that?
Vying for resources. It's just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face. Or you lose.
That's sad.
Yes, it is. And you drowned in that sadness a long time ago.
What do you mean drowned?
You lost.
Open your eyes. Wow.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world.
Savoir faire. This is a white check. You may retry it. Grab the tie.
You reach out to grab the tie, but what's this? Diffuse, radiating chest pain. Doom comes over you.
Grab your chest.
This is bad. Feels like sharp stones grinding in your chest and keeping you from moving. For quite a long time. Still ongoing. Now is a good time to start worrying. Finally, the pressure recedes. You find yourself covered in cold sweat and trying not to move, hoping it will keep you from dying.
Pull on the light
A
bulb.
terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain.
Bring it on.
Your eyes burn with photosensitivity. It's not good.
Pull on the
The
fan.
blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now.
Grab the tie.
You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. Warning, warning, the necktie is no longer contained. What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
Oh, lovely.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Visual calculus. Assess the damage.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Did I break it with my own hands? Look at them.
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
What did this then?
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Assess the size of the impact.
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist.
A bottle?
Like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend.
Ah.
Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
I should go and get that shoe.
A cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
The door has been locked from the inside. Looks like someone tore out the tapes while the song was playing. This reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
Fish them out.
It says whirling in rags on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Maybe I should get my shirt first.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Wipe the mirror.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Maybe I should touch it first, make sure there's nothing wrong with my face. I don't care. I hurt myself. It's what I do. Wipe the mirror.
Behold. You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Of course I do. It's some kind of superstar. I think I'm a superstar. This is the face of a late-stage alcoholic. Let's go with number 2 here.
It appears you're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
I think it might be because I'm a superstar.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. You couldn't stop if you wanted to. It's neurological.
No, this is what superstars do. Keep making the face.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
I think it's supposed to look suggestive. I'm afraid it's meant for the ladies. I'm insinuating that I'm vaguely sympathetic. I think I'm sort of pulling it off too, in a sad has-been kind of way. There's some charm to it. Let's go here.
There might have been, 10 years ago. It's little more than a cadaverous spasm now.
Dig deep into your mind and locate the source of the expression. Attempt to stop the expression from happening.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
Let the mirror be for now. You see bottles in the bathtub. Wine, beer, and liquors. I hear the ocean. Where's my shoe? Ah, complete at last.
There they both are. 2 identical shoes. Both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin. Reunited on your feet. Like 2 baby crocodiles.
How do they fit?
Good. They're balanced. Comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
The smell of the sea makes you dizzy. There's something on the table. Money. The magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. We seem to have mostly gotten ourselves together.
Hello, officer.
Hello, ma'am.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
Officer? Am I military personnel?
No.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
Wait, I know. I'm a businessman. Chief Executive Officer, right?
The young woman shakes her head slowly. Officer could be an artistic statement. You're already prone to those.
Officer is my stage name, right? I could see myself as a middling disco artist called the Officer.
No. You're a police officer, sir.
You're shitting me.
I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time.
All this
You've
time.
been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
And what business is that?
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Try the expression on her. Let her know you want her physically. No. No, thank you. Who in their right mind would let me be an officer of the law?
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
True that.
A glib remark. Don't let it stand. Assert yourself.
Actually, I can see why they would entrust me with the law. I have the right
A
character.
fondness for contradictory statements.
No, I had thrown my shoe out the window, and I deduced that this from the direction of the shards.
Extraordinary.
Why don't I remember being a cop or anything else?
Could it be because of the drinking?
I should get going
Of
though.
course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Understandable.
She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, madam. Looks like she left a nice long stub in the ashtray. It's still smoking. The calendar says it's March. The year is 51. It's the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper, Champ Le Monde. This is where the lyrics would be. A big old karaoke mic, just waiting for someone to sing into it. Speakers connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he is purposely ignoring you. Looks like he's not a fan.
Look at the stuffed bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Can I help you with that?
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean by my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Let's not push him too much.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover. My soul is immense.
Utterly. And it needs to be heard. Through a PA system. By other people.
This goes well with a theory I'm developing that I'm a down on my luck superstar person.
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works.
What should I sing when it comes
You
to
have
it?
not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry.
I was thinking maybe I could sing something happy, get the people going.
No. Don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though.
Finish thought. The menu has been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. This is a water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. The soft purr of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. The door is bolted. A sign reads, "Kitchen reserved for personnel until 1300. Sign reads, "Mess hall reserved for union members. Doors open at 1600. A royal pinball machine is unplugged.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You.
Kitsuragi, isn't that the last name of the Ghost in the Shell MC? That's kind of ironic.
As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
Shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
Invent a name.
Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
It's very, very cool, but maybe just a bit too ostentatious. I don't know. I think it is cool. I think we should just go with it. I'll come off like a douche if I call myself that. It's so cool. It's so
You
cool.
instinctively run your hand over your multi-patterned orange tie. The sensation of wrinkled silk somehow makes the name sound even cooler.
More classy! Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau is one classy name, and you're one classy cop.
My name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Yes, well,
He doesn't even process what you said, just moves on.
it looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
No, I haven't. There must be some kind of misunderstanding. You're taking me for someone else. You mean him, not toward the cafeteria manager. Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
I haven't.
Okay. We'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
Just be honest with them. I can't remember anything.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
Let's get moving then.
After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
Check pockets.
You mean you don't have a badge?
Pretend you found it. No. It wasn't on me when I woke up.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Excellent. Hello, madam.
Hello, sweetie.
Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Does that mean you like me? Who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
I'm no Sweetie. Look at me.
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
Thanks, I
You
appreciate it.
must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Oh, don't say that. I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
I drank so hard I forgot literally everything.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
Poor Kim, he's already done and it's only at the beginning of his cursed investigation. Face purple, smiling tear. Yeah. Kim is already dealing with a lot. I'm just gonna be fully real with Kim. Just be out there with a and just be honest with him that I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah, the Whirling Rags cafeteria. It was on my keys.
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
Now we're on hell. The edge of civilization.
We're in the city of Revachol, dear.
Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this?
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I.
That's good.
I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
Okay.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
Also, I'm not sure if I said so, but welcome to the stream, Jula, over on YouTube. I don't know what year it is. It's a bad year, my late 40s or 50s. I don't even know how old I am.
There. The year is 51, and spring has only just started. I'm sure there are better days ahead.
The lieutenant studies you, rubbing his chin. I'm beginning to suspect that you might indeed be completely adrift in this reality, thinks the lieutenant. How can it be that bad? Never mind. We're in this now.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Some kind of democracy, maybe? I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not. Yes, hello. Hello. Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Civilization cowers before us. We are governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds like a badass visionary. Radios are being used to control people's minds and distort our conception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners and women. What? Cop. We are living under the cop regime. Some kind of democracy, maybe?
Nope. Sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is market-driven.
Oh. Okay. Alright. Under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government. Okay. I don't know what to say. I'm so disappointed. If there's no government, how come there are cops?
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
Oh, okay. She's scared. Let's not press her too much. Who could tell me more? Conclude.
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
She turns to the lieutenant.
No. I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Okay.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
I've got to get going now.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
She gives you a small wave. Should I go get the body out of the tree immediately? I think I can spare the time to talk to this guy.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
Tersely.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
Currently in between names. I could say that, or I mean, I think we should be charmingly goofy. As I said, Detective Raphael Ambrosius Costa.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No. I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
Why are you here?
I didn't imply that. Detective,
Yes.
I have everything. You?
Pass on the questions. Yeah, let's ask some
Yes,
questions.
yes. He means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
Clearly, I just can't. Shit, I maybe should have. Okay. Why did Sylvie go away?
She went away because none of your business.
All right.
Extra fine.
Let's maybe not push him too much. That's all.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
Oh dear.
No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination. But
Let's bail! Time to push the eject button! Sounds like a responsibility! You don't like those!
no, don't listen to him. It's madness. Just talk.
What's real?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
Oh, I understand. You mean I owe you money?
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right, money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
Who does that clown think he is? Arrest him!
The bottom one, just you're under arrest. What do I owe this place for?
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money.
Why don't I have an option just to be like, okay, I understand. I'll pay you. Did I just hear my talk? I guess I don't really want to seem crazy, but I think that's better than like questioning him philosophically about what money is right now.
No one is saying that! No one is saying that Ty can talk! That would be ludicrous! It's just that you should arrest him! It would be wiser! He wants to take your money!
No way, I have duties. I'm a cop. I'm not talking to a tie. Should I take the tie off? Or just tuck it away? I don't know why I'm thinking so much about this. This seems like it hardly matters. We'll take the tie off.
Somehow, the knot is stuck, so you can't get it off. The lieutenant watches you struggle with it, the sweat dripping from your brow. He puts his hand on your shoulder.
Thank you, Kim.
If you don't have the money, it's okay. None of us are in this for the wages.
That's Cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
But what exactly is money?
What are you, a philosopher?
Since I woke up, I have trouble remembering even the most basic concepts of reality.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Proceed and show him the coins you found.
Yes, it is.
Count them and give them to him.
No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real.
Okay.
He stands silently, looking at the coppers on the counter. For a moment, his antipathy is overcome by compassion for the sheer smallness of the money. Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have.
Darkness rides. Keep it to yourself and pick up the coins.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber.
What happens now?
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
I don't remember where my home is.
Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
Good luck.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
I really don't remember.
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
I don't know. Near? South, maybe?
You don't really know, do you?
I have only a vague blackened
A
image.
vague, blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Could I trace the way back somehow to the exact street, the exact number on the building?
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Temporary research bonus. Let's rewind. Let's trace your drunken steps back home. Jump across the raised channel. Oh. So this is like what we're thinking about. Gosh, this game is unique. Hanging in the backyard of the Whirling Rags. Okay. Let's talk to Kim real quick.
Yes?
Actually, no, let's get the body first. He made quite a point of saying that that takes precedence. Let's not delay any further. Heap of snow melts in the wheelbarrow. No, don't talk to them. Let's get the body first. That way's closed off. Oh, there's coins. Hi, Cam. This game is incredible so far. I think you would be so impressed with this. Actually, I want you to use my Steam account to play it sometime, Cam. Thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, it's really, really cool. I knew I'd be into it, but I'm astonished so far at how unique it is. Where is the body? Must be up this way. Ah.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath.
Look down.
A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
Let go of your nose without throwing up.
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
Let it out. Yeah. Yeah. Yuck. Yuck. Yuck, yuck. We gotta get through this. Gotta get the body down.
You feel a great force ringing from your stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst.
Well, maybe we got some of the alcohol out of our system.
Until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it.
Thanks. Wipe your mouth.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Where do we get ammonia from?
There is Frit nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't...
The voice acting is absolutely superb, yes. It's really, really good voice acting. And the art, like... This already looks good, but like the main menu, like you can see like really beautiful brushstrokes on the artwork. It's really nice.
There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
At the start of the game, like I had to put allocations into like intelligence, psych, which like controls like your like emotional intelligence, and then like physical strength, and then like agility. And then you like choose like a skill to specialize in out of one of those like 4 main trees, and I did like a volition. There's also like empathy and suggestion and stuff like that. It's really interesting stuff. How am I liking the game so far? I'm absolutely loving it. I am in love with it. Also, hello Daphne Getty on YouTube. It's good to see you. I hope you are having a lovely day. Welcome to the stream. But yes, I am loving the game so far. I'm really, really invested and enthralled by it. I knew I was going to be into it, and I'm really, really liking it.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
I see, okay. Smells like, oh, ew. Gross. Yes, howdy. Okay, so we need to get ammonia. It's my first playthrough. I've never played it before. You played it like 3.5 times so far. Oh, that's awesome. Does this game have different endings or is it more linear? I don't know. I'm going to expect, based on how massively branching it seems, that it probably has multiple endings. It's very, very choice-based. I know as much that it has a lot of branching paths. I want to interact with all of this stuff, but I need to get ammonia so that I can get the body down. I think that should take precedence. Let's do a quick save. Kim, where is the store? You said it was to the east.
Scab?
What exactly is a scab?
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
Oh. Where did they come from?
Beats me. Somewhere in the ground, I think.
You don't seem to like them much.
Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to Scab. Or I guess scared, maybe. But scared of what? Of who? Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Have you tried talking to
We'd
them?
explain the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
Oh, this might be the store down here. I think this is it.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
What magazine are you reading?
You mean this?
So the cover boasting a colorful photo of two girls kissing.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
Stupid famous people. I approve of this. Very futuristic tap on the two girls kissing. Put to the cover. Forget about all that. what this is. Fashion police feature. Point to the cover.
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
Who's the numero uno guy right now? And does he look like this? Point at yourself. Let's give her a compliment.
No. I don't like it. I hate it.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
Okay, let's get our ammonia. And roses. Dozens of them. Tulips, too. Melancholy pop song.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
What's that? Point to the raincoat.
What is what? It's a raincoat. If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Oh, that's the tear machine.
But what is it?
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money.
I see, and how do I pick up tear for the tear machine?
You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so... Feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there, somewhere.
Where's the ammonia? I need the ammonia. Kim,
Yes?
where's the ammonia?
No response.
I don't know
He
anything,
just
Kim.
arches his brow.
Music is phenomenal. This OST is one of your favorites ever. Yeah, the few tracks that I've heard sound really good. I've heard a couple tracks over the years, as well, like in random YouTube videos and stuff like that, and they always sound really great. I really don't remember anything. There was drinking
Have you
involved.
tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
I'm sorry, Kim.
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Move on.
Really? You look fine to me.
Talking serious, unbelievable damn chair. I saw myself in the mirror and I had no idea who I was.
This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
I'm not psychological. Some sort of major brain damage has occurred on an unprecedented scale.
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted?
Okay, well, I've not located the ammonia. I'll try one last ditch effort of speaking to her.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something.
What's that magazine she's reading?
We already did that. Well, the questions might... Can I question her about what... I don't know. They don't seem to sell...
A colorful display
ammonia
of
here.
cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer. There, in that dark green glass, all in vain, the great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
This is not a good place for recovering at.
Guess not, no. I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health, but I guess you already know that.
Don't ask, don't look, don't do anything here. Just go away. Get back to work.
Alright, leave. Okay, well, that didn't go well. Where's the ammonia? Okay, maybe we'll just go for this. You can speak with the gardener who has ammonia. She's next to the hotel entrance. Ah, I see. I see. Thank you so much.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
You sound surprised.
We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all.
I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
My partner told me you have ammonia. Can I have some? Oh, was he indicating that the gardener itself is whom I need to speak to and not a store? I don't know how I got that mixed up. My partner told me you may have some ammonia. Can I have some?
Sure. I'm done with it. Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
We need directions.
Of course. Where to?
Where am I?
What do you mean?
I'm disoriented. I don't know where I am.
Yes, sir. District of Martinez. This intersection is called Roundabout North.
Okay.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
What is in the east?
The harbor gates? Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics.
Okay.
A fleet store, too.
So this is north. This is east. This is west. Okay. I see.
Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably.
What is on the other side of the canal?
Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago.
What is in the north?
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really.
What is in the west?
It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach.
Thank you. That's all for
No
now.
problem. Of course. I won't hold you back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
Can I borrow your gloves?
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
What a lovely person. They're so generous. Thank you. Take the ammonia. Put in mouth. Perhaps it will let me use it when I try the skill check. I'm going to inspect it one last time, though. Thin glass tube wrapped in cotton. Netting used to treat fainting spell. Produce. I imagine it'll probably let me once I try to do the body check. Oh, I can run.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is in...
Okay. Still climbable. Cam, you got any advice here?
Yes?
There He still is,
I-
looking right through you. The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You manage to keep it in once. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Nasty. Kim, help me out here, buddy. Spit and say
Are
nothing.
you okay, officer?
The weight is reassuring, like a krenel on solid fortification. Pat, pat, pat.
Thank you.
You're facing tough odds here. It's aggravated further by alcohol withdrawal.
You are being weak. This is weakness, and it cannot go on much longer, or you will lose.
Give me a moment. I got this. Let's try
An
again.
appropriate attitude. You need to get your shit together.
Say nothing,
We
just
should
nod.
go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it for special bonuses and effects.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Okay. Your shit is a part, and it's rather unbecoming of a cop and a human being. It's supposed to be the opposite of that, together, compressed in a small area to achieve a solid level of shit compression. Oh, I'm not reading the rest of that. Do something similar with the two hemispheres of your brain. Talk to the people. Maybe that will help.
Kuno's got this.
Please don't do
If
that.
there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Like a gremlin.
Oh yeah, nappa gumpy, Kuno!
A moment of your time, please.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Juicy what now?
I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Oh.
Yeah, Kuno, ride the lightning, Kuno!
Kuno's riding at sea.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Kim, what should we do?
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
What
You
forces?
will see.
Alright, I don't have time for this. The letter R wears a crown on the ribbon below, a light above descending. Wait. What is this? Is this a garbage receptacle, perhaps? This is the logo of the municipality of Revachol.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash
The body
container.
is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Lieutenant, what do you think could be in there?
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too.
Yes, I feel like there's something in there.
What do you mean, feel?
It's an extrasensory perception. Whatever is in there holds a special significance. It's just a hunch. Maybe someone threw something in there.
Mm-hmm.
How do we get the lock
We
open?
could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
I see. Rather than property damage, let's ask for a key. Rue de Saint-Ghislaine 8B. Probably mispronouncing that. There are bottles inside. You could pick them up if you had a bag. I didn't notice you before. A bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilling out.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
Not now.
Oh, excuse me. Do you have something better to do than lust for sweet syrupy rum and lemonade? With a twist of lemon? Maybe lime? Maybe who cares? Just rum? Yes, you do have something better to do. Stop drooling over that stupid rum stain and go before it's too late.
Finish thought. Your volition is so coming in so strong. Sleeping dock worker. A man is sleeping at the table wearing mud-caked boots and rolled down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a tree.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
I don't imagine he will take kindly to me waking him up. But I could really use that medicine, if he'd be willing to part with it. I mean, in real life, I wouldn't wake this guy up. I'd just leave him. He's a dock worker. He's tired. Let him sleep. A woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu. Today, it starts in a man's handwriting.
Can I help you?
Is the trash container out back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
What this feeling is.
Prod at him and find out.
Doesn't it seem callous to you, guarding even your leftovers from the poor? He's touchy. I don't know if we should do that. Ooh. No. No, I'm not prodding him right now.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
The twin's voice is harsh and sudden.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Goodbye. I keep forgetting I can run.
This trash container is with a well-oiled crack. The lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Didn't I just have a premonition that there's something in there?
There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid.
I'm doing it anyway.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Gross.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Look under the boxes of carton.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Pick up the rags.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Grab them.
As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Reach for
A
it.
drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Bag the
This
shirt.
is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that,
Thrown out towel, a mug, that's all.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Okay.
the lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
The mug. I'm getting that mug too. No. Leave the
The
mug.
container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
I'd like to wash my hands. Is that possible, maybe? Perhaps I could at least temporarily take the gloves off.
Can I help you?
Here's your trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
I found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Could someone on your staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Well, it says keys to the trash container.
The trash collection service, CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Thanks. Let's talk about something else.
Yes.
Goodbye. Let's get back to the fresh air. Let a little more time pass. Just talk to Kim.
Yes?
Tell me... I don't know about you.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
We'll work better together if we have more rapport.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
Do you ever talk with yourself? No. I don't know about this. Do you ever talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have conversations with, like, your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary. The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic. But this isn't an old school case.
I get it. You're one of those old school detectives. Nod respectfully. I feel like that comment won't be well received. The bottom one, I think, is going to make him more concerned with our mental state. I mean, he's already concerned. Whatever.
I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. That's where his conversations with himself take place.
I see.
We all have our different mediums. His is written.
You don't look like other people around here.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
What is Seoul?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist, pan-Isolari state west of the Insulindian Isola. Actually, it's quite interesting. Some would even say mysterious.
You're only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know more about Seoul.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Revacholier.
He's glad to have shut down your question.
Tell me a secret about yourself.
No.
Oh, okay.
The lieutenant nods.
This seems like a really stupid question.
That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this.
No!
But you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
Glasses are cool.
Are they? They're mostly just cumbersome.
You could use a good, normal peer yourself.
Good. Let's change the subject.
Tell me about the case.
What do you want to know?
Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing.
Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit.
I know literally nothing about it, only what you told me
Do
before.
you want me to brief you?
Yes, that sounds
3
good.
days ago, the RCM emergencies desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Why didn't we know anything about the caller?
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort.
Oh.
The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Our job is to find the killer?
That's right.
If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
His disdain is clear. This man would not use such an expression otherwise.
What do you mean?
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
You know what I meant on. Retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecilic cop-off.
Cop-off?
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
Let it go.
Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
Can we go over the preliminary info? Would you say this is a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
That's all I
The
need to know.
lieutenant adjusts his collar. It doesn't look like he wants the case to be more mysterious.
That's all I need for now.
Volumetric ship compressor.
Wow.
Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
It's a surprisingly funny game. I think that speaks to the volume of its cleverness. Oftentimes, in order to be funny, one must be clever. Perhaps that's why I'm often not so funny. Let's put on the gloves.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Yeah, it is nice music. What kind of boots?
Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails, all over the yard.
Dock workers.
Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Point out to the boot track. Let's do the visual calculus first.
What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being.
Noted.
The letter for kids wouldn't hold the weight of a grown man.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eye. Ha ha ha. Again, the corpse laughs at you, pus dripping from its mouth. You will never be able to hold it in. It's always too much. Every time it happens, it gets worse and worse. There's nothing more to throw up now. All that's left is crying and convulsing dryly at the same time.
So nasty. Just cry. Always my go-to response. Even though I got my shit compressed, how is it possible?
I'm at a loss as well. I could swear your shit was together, detective.
Sometimes even that is not enough. Life is unfair.
What do I do now?
Officer, you just need to be stronger. Learn to keep it in long enough for us to work. There's nothing else to do.
You can open this white check again by going to your character sheet and spending a skill point to upgrade your endurance. Gain new skill points by exploring and completing side tasks.
Relax. It's okay if you don't make it today. The bloated corpse isn't going anywhere.
Jeez. God, I suck so bad at this. We live with the consequences, though. We're not reloading. Someone is trying to grow herbs in the greenhouse. Magnesium. Doesn't that help with hangover? No. The thing. This winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
What is this?
It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack. Because it's nice and orderly. Well-laid pallets. No, there's more to this. You get this strange feeling.
Yeah, what feeling?
Hard to say. It's gone now. Feelings pass, you see. Especially the small ones.
Damn. Why can't I get over here? Okay. Hello there.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
Hello.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
What kind of store is this anyway?
It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
What is a book?
That is a book. They have stories inside them. It's like someone told you a story in a really long letter.
What is a postcard?
A postcard is a small cardboard picture. You can write a few words on the other side and send it to your friend or beloved.
She is unfazed by your questions. She would consider it impolite to point out any perceived weirdness.
Excellent.
Board games are like little games on a table, made to pass the time. There are several different ones, but sailors here mostly buy cards. My pleasure. Anything else you'd like to know?
Is it okay if I ask some questions?
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What is your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, Her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside, minding the register, or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
And you're standing out here in the cold because...
I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling. But she's cold.
I could help by brutally dismantling the free market. Can I help in some way?
Kind of you to offer, sir.
What could you do to help her anyway?
I should have a word with the store owner. I hope she just takes this as a joke.
Thank you, sir. I'm glad to help Mum out with the store.
Shouldn't you be at school or
I
something?
do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
What is school anyway?
School? Well, mine is a big yellow building on Boogie Street, and the people there run it. They say it's a charity.
Is going to school more important than this?
Mum says it's necessary to do both, because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
Oh dear. Your mother might be confused about a few things.
Mum says
How's the
it's
business going?
peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders.
Cursed in what way?
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go,
Say nothing.
well, they run out of money and have to stop doing business.
Sounds rather serious. I should probably look into this.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more to look into here.
Yes, please do look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games you asked about are also there, sir.
What do you know about other failed businesses?
Nothing really, sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's there.
How does this curse manifest
It
itself?
does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were talking about whether it's appropriate to stand out in the freezing weather.
But Kim, the plasmic manifestations.
No such thing.
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir? Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead.
What is this crime business?
Fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
What is crime? Is that bad?
Crime is what we were solving before this conversation began.
Why would anyone want to read about crime?
It's exciting to people, I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things, and it's kind of like a puzzle, where you can guess who the criminal is, or how the good guys are going to catch him.
I'm a policeman myself, by the way.
You don't look much like a policeman.
Well, what does a cop look like
Didn't
then?
mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
It's not your body that's important for police work anyway. It's your head.
Head? Yes.
No, it's your soul. Your blue soul.
So, that Mullen guy looks like a Hampelman who could respect that face. It's not even drawn correctly. He lacks soul.
I'm not sure I understand.
A Policeman's gotta have the right stuff, an ingrained sense of the law. No one would follow a weakling like Mullen. I don't want to say these
If
things.
you say so, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for your soul.
Well, thank you.
Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
Alright, let's try to deduce something.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
Why do you keep your hands
What
folded?
do you mean, sir?
She knows where this is going.
You don't need to be worried. I'm here to help.
She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. She doesn't want to show them. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest. A facade of true professionalism. He is far more intrigued by the situation than his poise reveals.
It's okay.
She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
You bite your nails.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded?
There were a few other hints.
Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
She actually is impressed. This is more like a defensive reflex.
You think so? Fine, do better. To do something about me.
You're quite sober.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
I'm also sad and my head hurts. And I'm having a grand time. How do you know I'm usually not?
Because you usually aren't.
And I'm having a grand
I sure
time.
hope you are, sir.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you. The whole situation suddenly feels familiar, somehow.
You had children once, didn't you?
Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Oh, okay. Hang on, so you know me. We've met before.
Yes, I stand in this spot all the time. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir. Telling people about being a star or something. I don't really understand who those stars are.
Oh. Did I ever talk to you?
Of course, you've stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you.
Thanks, I'm trying.
Yeah, I can see. You don't have party eyes anymore.
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
I'm not surprised children have seen you running around with party eyes on, he thinks. Not at all.
Party eyes.
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too.
I'm not familiar with the word gurning.
Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now.
No.
Snap those sequins on you, boy.
Does that mean I've been partaking in narcotics?
Oh, baby. That's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
Thank you, I've learned something about myself today.
I'm glad I could help you, sir.
What is romance?
It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man.
Imagine yourself in the
Or there could
situation.
be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
What about a book where the man and lady business doesn't work out at all?
I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum.
Yeah, you think she has one about an intrinsically, excruciatingly painful breakup? Maybe I will.
I'm sure she can help out. Anything else you're curious about?
What about a poor man getting rich lady.
It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution or something.
I see.
Those are unhappy books, for most of the pages. People sad about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end.
What about when both men are bad?
These are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that.
What if it's written really well?
Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either, because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting.
Yes. What about when everyone is poor?
That's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life.
Sometimes you have to write about real things.
Not in romance books, sir. These are about nice and pretty people, and everyone is happy in the end.
It's enough romance for me. I have other
Maybe
questions.
some about other books?
Who are these famous people?
Kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them. I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
Reading those doesn't make readers more famous, does
But
it?
it does make the famous people more famous.
Fame is for vain people. Have better things to do.
Okay, sir.
Okay, bye. See you around, Annette. Just gonna examine these real quick, and then we'll check the squad car. Very muscular man surrounded by flames. Let's do a quick save. Book about pate. Really don't understand what it's about, nor does it seem important. Takes willpower to even read the author's name. Jen Kos from Iguania. A book about the Baudero culture. It promotes freedom and roaming upstream. A book about the future. The government reads your mind using radio technology. Let's check the squad car.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion.
Open the door.
In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Pick up the radio.
The frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Hi, Alice. This is the officer from the 41st Precinct speaking. Nice to meet you.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
I was told I need to connect to my station, the 41st Lazarus.
It will take just a moment, officer.
Her voices fade out into the familiar radio static.
Gottlieb, what do you want?
He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
I was told to call the Lazarus. People are worried about me.
Oh, it's you.
Was that a snarl or a suppressed groan? No love for you here.
I've lost my memory, all
With
of it.
all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised.
There is no surprise in his voice, only careless superiority.
Anything
What
else?
else? I'm not a brain doctor. Look on the bright side. You've got a whole new life now. Use it wisely.
It's hard to say if he doesn't believe you or doesn't care.
You know who I am.
Yes, there's no end to the misfortunes fate has seen fit to rain upon me.
Sure, but can you tell me about myself, as in who I am?
Who? You are? You lost your human visage a while back. Now let's get on with it. I've got more important things to do.
Tell me my damn name, buddy. Could reach up and grab a tie from a spinning fan without unbearable pain shooting through my arm.
Hard to tell exactly what it was over the phone. Could be a combination of peripheral neuralgia and high blood pressure. Could be that you were having a heart attack.
I took damage, it seems likely.
Or, actually, it could be both, given your profile.
So what do I do?
Cut down on the drinking, pal. In fact, cut off the drinking. The drugs, too. Anything else?
I think I've developed extreme photosensitivity.
That's because you're hungover. Even the radio waves coming from your direction smell like liquor. Do you feel like your eyes are twitching too?
Yes.
That's the tiny vessels pulsating from high blood pressure, stupid officer. You might be sustaining permanent damage to your vision as we speak. Not much I can do about it. I'm not an eye doctor.
What kind of doctor are you then?
The busy kind. It's not life-threatening, just annoying for you. I've got more important things to do here.
I think I've had a heart
And you
attack.
survived it. Congratulations. Are you mobile?
Yes.
Even better. Anything else? I wouldn't worry about that. Officers your age have coronary trouble all the time. Also, death is a natural part of life.
Accept it. The body is an object, and objects break down. Do what good you can with yours, before the rest goes too.
Is there anything you can do for me?
What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything collapsing inside your body?
Yes, I want the truth.
You want the real, honest-to-God truth? Stop drinking, eat magnesium and vitamin D. Our station is not a retirement home. We don't have the funds to deal with rock stars past their prime.
So it's political. You're being neglected because of political reasons.
Oh.
And no, I don't want to hear a political commentary on the topic. In fact, I got work to do. Some idiot has glued his eyelids shut with cyanoacrylate. It looks like Mactorson.
It's not fucking cryoacrylate. It's super glue, Doc.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Could you connect me to the 41st Precinct? I have something I need to report.
Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard. The man uses relay code. You've got this. You're a cop, and cops know relay code.
Tim 4, Station 41. I've got an urgent business. Over.
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. What's your status? Over.
Just reporting in. Over.
10-18, state your message, sir.
I'd like to report my badge mission.
10-9, over.
My badge, I can't find it anywhere. Basically, it's gone.
10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
Say nothing.
Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
Oh, that's my name. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The little girl. Oh. What? Oh. Oh. Oh, that must have been me when I was younger. Oh.
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name.
Oh, never
It's
mind.
the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge.
I see. He was being funny. I see.
Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Come on, operator. Tell them to stop. This is serious. Or, haha, officer has lost his badge. Haha. Not the first cop to ever misplace his badge. This is
He's
serious.
asking you to stop. Says this is serious.
Of course it's serious. He lost his fucking badge.
Satellite Officer Vicmar concurs. Losing your badge is serious. Over.
I want to get reported and be done with it.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now?
His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Didn't you glue your eyes shut earlier?
Lost a badge.
Enough.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun too.
Oh, shit.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Yeah.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you?
It's not
Okay,
here.
it's gone. Your gun is most definitely gone.
Don't sweat it, Bratan. You don't need a gun to have fun. We can still have fun. It's not all over.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over. Ten 1, you're breaking up. 10-9, repeat please. Over. 10-9, come in, officer. Over. Come in, officer. 10-9, repeat message please. Did you misplace your firearm? Over.
That's affirmative.
He says he doesn't have it.
Dear God, he lost his gun? Oh my, I can't.
This isn't really a laughing matter.
Mac can face a giant of Coco Nur by himself, but Disco here made him piss his pants.
Oh, I can't. Fuck. He lost his... Ask him if he still got his wiener.
I'm not going to.
Ask him.
Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over.
Yeah, sure. Let's just be jolly with him.
That's a negative. Not going to say that. Over.
What's he saying? Share with the class.
He said he sodomized your mother.
The prick ate Mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday party. Some nerve he's got.
Sure her vanilla waffles were the only thing he ate?
Shut up, Chester. This isn't funny. This is my mom we're talking about. Tell him to apologize right now.
Sergeant Orson requests that you apologize for the claims that you made about his mother. Over.
Okay, tell him I'm sorry.
He says he's sorry and didn't mean nothing by it.
Okay. Tell him...
Tell him to find his goddamn badge and gun. That's the only thing that matters here.
Satellite Officer
I heard him. I'm on it.
10-4, affirmative. Officer is in pursuit of his firearm.
Oh, God,
Officer, do you need further assistance? Over.
There's personal details I'd like to discuss.
Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your question.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through.
I need information, not fear.
Be
Not fear.
smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
I need some confidential information about myself.
That's a negative, sir. I got 10-12. Visitors present here. Over.
I want to know if you got my badge description right in your report. Could you read it to me? Name, rank, date.
What? What is it?
He wants to verify the information.
But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Revacholian Cavalry Force.
Tell him to stop wasting time.
What do you need, sir? Over.
I'm looking for my address. I don't know where I live. I don't know that I mean, surely the other cops know where I live. But maybe not. Please refer to me with my full name in the future.
10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over.
Say my name.
Sir, I will not have you talk to me in this manner. Over.
Please just say my name, Jules.
What? What is it? What can he possibly still want from us?
He seems intoxicated and keeps asking me to call him by his name.
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive. That's new.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge.
I'm
in
not
his
drunk. I
drunken
just
antics.
want to know my damn name. He knows about my family.
10. Excuse me, sir.
You probably don't want to continue on this road.
I just thought you might have heard of them, that's all.
No, sir, I haven't. You're not really keen on mentioning your home life, so I've always assumed things weren't that good on that front. Over.
Have you ever told you about my life before the RCM?
10-4, well, that's,
Does he actually want something, or is he hell-bent on disrupting our work?
He asked if he ever told me about his days before joining the RCN.
For God's sake, cut this shit out! Tell him to stop wasting time and be a goddamn policeman for a change.
Sir, Satellite Officer Vicmar says... So, was there anything else?
Let's just ask.
10-4. Your address?
Hold up, Jules. He doesn't fucking know where he lives? Did I hear that right?
Seems like it, sir.
No, fuck him. Don't tell him anything. You understand? He's been hellbound for the gutter. Let him have it.
Damn, bro.
Sorry, sir. Anything more I can do for you? Over. Understood, sir. Over.
They're not gonna give me money. I'm gonna ask anyway.
10-4, I hear you. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but...
What does he want now?
He's asking for money.
Is he fucking kidding?
I don't think he is.
Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all.
No, I have bills.
Right. That's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over.
I don't have a place to sleep tonight.
He says he's in trouble. Doesn't have a place to sleep.
Well, I guess he'd better crack the case before sundown then.
Vicmar said...
Who cares what this Vicmar said? Pull on their heartstrings. Enough, officer. This begging is below your dignity.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Listen. It's okay. You can do it, sir. Over.
What is he saying?
Did you want anything else, sir? Many of your colleagues are also here. Over.
What? I thought you had your shit together. This is nearing a complete meltdown. Stop it.
No, I'm alright. I had other things.
Let us address them now, sir. Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
18 kilometers to the south, in the 41st Precinct's relay booth, a small crowd has gathered around Communication Officer Jules Oldboy Pidier, around a dozen cops. The small room is filled with cigarette smoke, abuzz with laughter when Officer Judith Minnow enters. Her left arm is in bandages and her hair trimmed short.
What is going on here? Did something happen?
What happened is my partner made contact. It's not good. He's lost his badge and his sidearm. He seemed confused, delirious even.
Mac, the torso Torson, is finger-fucking his fist, laughing hoarsely and apparently telling some dirty story to his partner, Chester McLean.
Yeah, Mullen was fucked, alright. Sounded fucking drunk to me.
Yeah, Mac's right. This was some gnarly shit there. I mean, before he started begging for money, it was...
Enough! None of this is funny. It's fucking sad. That's what it is. He's a cop. He's one of us, goddamn this.
We must help him.
Oh, thank you, lady.
Yeah? How do you fucking plan to do that, huh? Get him off the drink? Go jogging with him in the morning and get him on carrot juice? He's a lost man.
I just know we can't give up on him when he's at his weakest. He wouldn't.
Mac, man the door. You know what he told me? I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. Those were his words. This shit does not leave this room. Not a word of this to the captain, or anyone else. We'll give him a couple of days to pull his shit together.
I guess I can hold off the report for a few days.
Good. Okay, everybody. Nothing but a prank call here. We all got our laughs. Now get back to work.
Far north, on the other side of the motorway, the officer quietly hunches with his hand in the motor carriage.
Toolbox.
A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
I don't think I need the pry bar, really. Rubber handle chain cutters. That might be helpful getting the rope.
The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand.
And the pry bar.
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand. Heavy, useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook.
Close the door. Okay, so I need points here. Endurance.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does.
Come on.
As you breathe
Yes.
in, the odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Step closer.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enamel boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
This is the armor he was stripped of.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
What kind of armor is this exactly?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
This material looks out of place here.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
How much are we talking about?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Wow.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank.
Wow.
Not too much, yes.
I need to hustle more and hate less.
I have no idea what that means.
Scavenged?
Piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
Understood.
The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form, ageless and synthetic.
How could a man afford this
That's
expensive
for
hardware?
us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company, but that's just hearsay.
An initial report?
Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same.
He's not actually sure of that. He's just being tactful.
These look pretty advanced for a security guard.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Knock on the boot.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. The pry bar in your hand is itching for some action.
Sounds fragile.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether. Like whirls of floorboards, the design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps.
What does this remind me of?
If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like.
Run your fingers over the lines.
The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice. The whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination, E50, 100, 1000.
Looks like there's serial number on the right sabaton.
Can you read it to me?
E50, 100, 1000.
We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
Pull the boot off.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
Grab the boot under your arm.
The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Stop! Pig's gonna pull his head off. No!
Lieutenant, you seem distressed. It's a bad idea, isn't it?
You're going to pull his head off.
Do it, homo!
I'm not gonna pull his head off.
Yes,
Right?
that's what I said. You'll compromise the coroner's case if you do. So please, don't.
Okay.
What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot?
Hmm. Maybe clues inside.
How many clues do you need? You already found a number. Besides, there's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots. They are fused to his feet now. Why do you think the locals haven't scavenged them yet?
Oh.
You're sure there's a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be down. And second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around.
I don't know that I should take the boots off, but yeah. Refuse for honor. I mean, it's more realistic, but... Alright.
Alright then. You can pay the hostel bill in honor points. How many honor points have you collected?
What's gonna happen to the boots then?
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights. Should we continue?
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Inspect the tattoos.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars.
What will mine be marked by?
Alcohol and heartbreak.
Is this a national pattern?
Of no nation that I know of. If anything, it reminds me of religious illumination, last or penultimate century. Men who live harsh lives often turn to innocentic worship. But which one? I see no trace of a humanoid figure.
We're missing something here.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
Let the lieutenant work.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
Cool machine.
Yes. It is pretty cool, isn't it?
What do we need this
It
photo for?
contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Can I have it? I should look at it later.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
The glassy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
Look at him in the
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess. Underneath the curdled meat there is an expression, not carried on his features, but below, inside, an expression of pleasure. This man was experiencing joy at the moment of his death.
Tell me who you are, dead man.
I'm gone.
Who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
Who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
I have another question for you.
Go ahead, Cobbo.
Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
Where is that?
In the past. Way out in the west.
What is happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your imagination.
Yeah, man! Don't be crazy! Inanimate objects and dead people can't really talk to you. Your wild imagination is doing this. Ask some more of those questions you love so much.
He loves those.
Why do I love questions so much?
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Give me a comical amount of questions.
Coming right up. Copperoonie, Rooney. This is getting upbeat now.
Is my name Rooney?
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
Of course I'm not. The name is Raphael Ambrosius Costel.
Listen to yourself. You're not a Raphael anything. You're probably just Harry or something. That's right. Harry.
Could I really be Harry?
You can be anything you want, Brother Coppo.
What, I feel like I've forgotten something terrible.
Because you have.
Who killed you?
Love did me in, Brother Coppo. It was love all along.
Can you ask me a question?
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
What?
Looking at my face, motionless. Looking into my eyes. Standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
Maybe this will lead to something. Something indescribable. Unforeseen, miraculous. The clown looks at the corpse appear to smile. The face rotates before you slowly.
Something is on its way. Something hidden. It's coming. A miracle from the northwest, and it's almost here. You can feel it in the air, on your hands. The cold spring air smoothing them over.
Why were you feeling pleasure when you died?
Maybe I was getting my rocks off.
So you were feeling sexual arousal when they were hanging you?
Do I look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you?
What is erotic auto-asphyxiation?
Captain Coppodromo. I fear we are drifting away, fixating on sexuality again. Let's go with a simpler question.
I hate you. You stink and you're boring.
Do I remind you of someone?
A child born with Muller's disease, harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
Myself in the bathroom mirror. A baby afflicted with harlequinism.
You sure we got out of that one? Coppellini. Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
Squint and take a step back.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink.
Observe.
Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
Stop. Relax your eyes.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
I have something I need to know, corpse man.
Of course. You have questions. Nope. Come back later.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
Don't ask me how I know, but this is a lashing belt used for airlifting cargo.
Airlifting? I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
Apparently this is a reinforced kind for air transport. My brain tells me so.
The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
How did they even get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
Points to the buckle, tying the belt to the branch above. Did they climb up using the kid's ladder?
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
They sure wanted him to stay up there. The rope is reinforced with steel wiring.
I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed.
We're assuming dock workers from the harbor did it.
I'm still approaching this as a lynching, yes. Motivated by the ongoing strike. You?
No. You feel like it was something else. But what?
I feel like it was something else.
Yes, it often is. This belt worries me.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt.
How do we get him down?
Sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's down.
We've been thorough. Do you have a plan for getting him down?
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
Can someone else do it?
Someone else? You mean like the police?
I mean someone who's below detective.
Someone like a paid garbage man? Or a cleaning crew? I know it's hard, but I assure you,
I was talking about the kids.
Won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
Maybe we could ask for help from
I
the
was
harbor.
really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appear to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
Let's reconsider.
But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt like chicken on a skewer.
Maybe we could shoot him down?
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
Shoot the belt. The bullet will break it.
It absolutely will not, officer. That's not how physics work. It will maybe cut one thread loose.
Okay, well, in my defense, I can't really get a good perception of what the belt looks like.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss, Kuno!
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea.
Let him choose.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm.
Oh.
He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel.
He's actually
separates
doing
the
it.
scouring stick and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice, mass-produced muzzle loader, ascetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Easy does it.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
He feels bad about it. About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight. Probably from a young age. Whatever you do, do not console him.
Fucking idiot! Mookabat asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
Conclude.
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
Can I try?
It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks. Go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
They only have one gun!
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana boyka! Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth!
Feel the weight
The
first.
cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth!
Point the gun at the mouth.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Low chance, but Oh no.
A plume of smoke erupts from the barrel. Your hand goes numb from the explosion. With your ears still ringing, you lower the weapon to see what happened. You missed the belt, but hit the corpse straight in the chest. Bits of ribcage protrude from the skin. No blood, only a murky sludge dripping down his
Oh
belly.
no.
The sudden stink makes your eyes water.
Oh my god, he's gonna fucking cry! I knew it! What a mulka!
Are you? Because it sort of feels like you are. Please don't cry.
Get the gun back.
We try
Ken.
something else.
Oh my god, what a fucking boring cop!
Nice shot, though. Fucked him up good. Actually, it was... Kuno just said that because he felt sorry for you, pig. It's not your fault you can't shoot. It's your pig hands.
Pigs don't have hands. They have, like, fucking hooves or something.
Kuno has hands. Kuno can shoot that shit down for you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give him a gun. That would be bad. If I can't shoot him down, no one will.
Cop's bitter because he fucked that corpse up, Kuno. What?
We still need to get him down, somehow. The bad way. The way I didn't want us to. By asking the harbor for help. They have the tools and the men. If they put him up there, they can take him down too.
How do we get inside the
From
harbor?
the gates, by negotiating or fighting. I'm unenthusiastic about fighting. Or we can try to find some secret third path. It's unlikely though.
Let's get to it then. That went quite poorly. What do I need here? I need... I'm severely lacking in these areas. Screw it. Yeah, let's get a little bit more physically strong.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso of the hanged man, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time the lines intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. The pattern still kind of has an ethnic feel to it, but nothing familiar.
What's the meaning of this
For
tattoo?
you to discover. You've gotten as far as you will without assistance. Someone close to the victim might know. Someone who knows about history could tell you. Gone.
Can't you see I'm throwing rocks?
Your kid's siblings.
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno. He says we're fucking each other.
Oh, that's what that word is. You want to hang out? I've got questions for you.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
About the crime
Right,
scene.
pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it?
The dead man's clothes were in the trash container.
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
I need to know. It could lead us in the investigation. Someone may have tampered with the murder scene.
Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
I asked you what happened to his clothes. You must have seen them lying around.
Look, Kuno mind seeing shit lying around, except for that up there. Now you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, "I told you so," any louder.
No, Kuno. You don't know anything about the tampering. I'm investigating, and I already have pants.
Whatever. Kuno was trying to help you, but you're too fat for fouling anyway, pig.
Ladder. Ever climb it?
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed.
So, you would say that ladder is unclimbable?
Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't climb it, Kuno!
It's in the greenhouse over there.
Kipta's gardener used to work there.
Kipt is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Areopagite descent.
Think of
It
the
used
hydrate
to be a common
and the
first
head
name
pat.
among the Areopagites of Ilmarar. Not so much anymore.
It's going well so far. The gardener used to work there?
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno.
I mean, the young woman by the whirling rags, the gardener.
Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
Yeah, her.
I was wondering about the
Don't
tractor
be
container.
wondering about Kuno's shit, pig.
I have a very strong hunch there's something of importance in it, something I'm yet to find.
Fuck does Kuno care about your hunch? That's your shit. You figured it out.
There's a stack of Eternite back there.
That's just some shit roofing gimps left behind. Lazy dinks.
There it is. That strange feeling again. As if there was more than meets the eye about that pile of roofing material.
I saw past the veil. You see some shit. Gimps left behind. Were those gimps suddenly raise your eyes? Left-handed? I don't know how that would help me.
The fucking well! The fuck are you talking about? Ask me a normal question, pig!
They're trying to make you feel stupid, Kuno!
You glance again at the roofing material in front of the shack. Yes, you should go back there.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
We know about the body.
Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno! Fucking idiot Mulkapa doesn't know any questions!
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly.
Pull the panels
There
aside.
it is. You see a shabby little door.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
I heard amphetamines make you a really good detective. Are you a really good detective? Someone has taken narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However,
a ladder.
See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? The secret path the local kids use.
Get out of the way or get fucked up. Cured pig's head. Looks mummified. Empty tube of magnesolum, magnesium supplement. Doorway is going to collapse soon. Restoration pillars keep the ruins together. Postcard, Grand Coron 37. What? Oh. Oh, he's gonna, like, go up. I see. Is that money? That's money. Is this not an entrance?
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. Man down, a trooper has been left behind the enemy lines. You could swear it's more of an instinct than anything else, but you know it's a cop's cloak.
Cop's cloak?
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
Look around.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. The look in his eyes is a mix of the engineer-like interest and the wonder of a 6-year-old seeing a horse for the first time.
Let him have this moment of wonder.
His eyes trace the crane's contour, as if trying to memorize its majestic shape. Then he notices your gaze.
Yes. We were in the middle of something. Your cloak.
Should I go for
The
it?
cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it? Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meter stops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you.
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind.
Do it.
Who knows what his pockets may hide?
I'm gonna fail, but fuck it.
Nope, no. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up here.
Alright, I can't do it right now. I'll make the jump
Sure.
next time.
Just be careful, okay? Looks like you almost strained a muscle there.
Yeah, not right now. Well, that hurt my health. Okay. So if I can't make the jump, that seems like a bit of a problem. I can't go out here. Well, I think we gotta go back the way we came. That sucks. Can we use this ladder to like get the body down? Hell, even that one might be good.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
Alright, I'm just gonna leave him alone. Had a rose and a pistol and a half-naked dame on its cover. Oh, what is this?
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Alright, I'll ignore it for now.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over. Crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Sure thing.
You see Dick Mullen on the job. Get me Mullen. The stalwart adventures of Richard. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the murder house. The final case of Dick Mullen.
Dick Mullen dies?
Turns out he faked it to solve a case.
Are there any more?
Yes. There's also the dame who did it. Farewell, my Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. Tragedy calls for Dick Mullen. Another one with fake death. And, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer. Come on. This is not the way real police solve crimes. The real police are some 20 kilometers away, sitting in an armored motor carriage.
Come on, Chester. Tell the story again.
Again? Man, I tell that one at least once a month. It's not that interesting.
The fuck it is. And these guys haven't heard it. You see, Chester here.
Gosh, why?
Chester faked his own death once.
A very fucking dangerous case, ain't that right, Chester? They almost got you that time.
Yeah, sure came close. Alright, so I was tailing this guy called Francis the Shoe.
After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen? Your attempt to grasp at the answer fails. It's
Oh, crime, robberies, murders, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out. You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective.
Oh dear.
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell. Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz, by one Cecilia Averbrook. High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs.
Damn.
And cocaine into the other.
Wow.
Next to that, Rivasholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse though, but not too long.
She understands she has erred against the customer and immediately corrects course.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. I would say... The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool, delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic power.
What is innocent?
A very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education. The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things. Perhaps for a layman, deep analysis is necessary to peel back the multi-layered meanings.
Do her words seem vague and abstract to you?
So you recommend it?
Certainly. It's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the chaos we'd be in otherwise.
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside.
I don't have the money.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded, Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Look at the map of Revachol.
The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Revachol East. Hudon, it's somewhere to live, not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forburg. It's almost as bad, and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst. You feel you're just west of Coal City, somewhere above Jamrock and close to Coal City.
Okay.
This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme. Ozon, Laurentide, Fas à la Mer, archipelagos, North Arcade Islands, all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou in a bookstore. It's you.
Squint first. Can you see cities on the islands?
You can. On Caillou, Revachol, a single black star. On Ozon, Fondelier, and Vilmandu. On archipelagos, Croyan-Moran, Villiers. On Seminine, Olduvai, and on Laurentide, Deora of the Seven Seas. Lost little pearls of light, tiny fires in the dark. 850 million people live on these little dots, an oceanic world of culture and commerce torn apart by history. The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Muindi is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seo is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called. Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away. Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust.
Look at the map of the Martinez.
It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbor, even the whirling in rags there. This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature. Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
How does that work?
It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this book, is garbage, and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything. Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place.
Big facts. Big facts. That's what they'd be trying to peddle. That is what they're trying to sell. And this is the result.
The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from.
Oh.
How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed his liver. And
continue drinking.
There's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Pre and post factum apply. Nothing worth buying. This is just mundane garbage. What's even paranatural about this?
Find something truly otherworldly.
The throbbing in your head increases with every passing moment you gaze at this shelf. Suddenly, as if out of nowhere, a small green book becomes apparent. The title of it reads, Medicinal Purposes of the Pale.
What is the pale?
The book contains very little explanation on the matter. This knowledge seems to be taken for granted.
What's this book about?
The book contains descriptions of various pseudoscientific therapies, alternative medicines, and folk remedies involving the pale, also known as le territoire. For example, it recommends vigorously swatting one's naked body with a venik or hand broom, made from the leafy twigs of a young birch tree from the near pale.
Sounds invigorating.
It is, and good for the circulation too.
What else?
It also recommends consuming distilled spirits like vodka or whiskey that have been aged in the pale. Readers are instructed to cover these jars in a shallow hole just inside the pale and leave them there for 30 to 60 days, depending on the potency desired.
What does this pale age liquor do?
Among other benefits, it is alleged to restore a damaged liver to perfect health.
How is that even possible?
Is it any more improbable than anything else that human beings put their faith in?
Fair enough.
For general health and well-being, readers are encouraged to take regular strolls through the pale, though a sidebar cautions readers to limit each stroll to less than an hour. These strolls promise to cleanse the mind of worries and the body of toxins, especially if the perambulator performs this ritual in the nude. Nudity figures prominently in a number of these prescriptions. This is exactly what you need.
Anything of note?
There's an entire section devoted to cures for men who are struggling to perform their marital obligations.
I probably need that.
Excuse me, sir. I believe you've been perusing that particular volume long enough. If you'd like to continue reading, I must insist you buy it.
What are these books on?
Come, sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers.
Okay, you know what? We're going to close out here for the day. I've been playing a lot. This is much longer than my usual stream. So, we'll close here for the day. When we come back next time, we'll question her about the photo and see if we can get her to let her daughter come in, see if we can investigate the back room there. And then probably just kind of survey the area after that, and then work our way to the docks. Unfortunately, we didn't get the body down today. But yeah. It's been a good stream. I'm enjoying the game thus far. It's been a cool time. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. We'll be sure to have more Disco Elysium coming up on next week's schedule. Have a great weekend and a good night. Bye-bye.